Ciao a tutti, Marcello here, welcome to a new video. Long time since the last KAEOI. The article and the video where I point out exciting indie and not turn-based games in the making for you to wishlist them. I have 10 interesting games to show you, so let's go. If you like tiny folks but would have preferred grid-based battles, a bit of tactics will be right up your alley. This pixelated charmer sends players into the depths of roguelike dungeons, battling monsters to unlock better gear in hopes of defeating the powerful boss at the bottom. A bit of tactics includes unique rule sets for each dungeon type, ensuring a different challenge each time you descend into the depth. Top it off with hundreds of items to collect and more than a dozen unique bosses. And this could be the game that sees you through the winter. Check it out when it launches on the 19th of January. Howl describes itself as a turn-based tactical folk tale, which is honestly the best phrasing for a game I've heard in a long time. Your task in Howl is to save your village from a werewolf curse, defeating monsters while protecting townsfolk. This game has 60 missions, including some branching paths on the world map. You'll learn new abilities as you progress, which you need to handle the tougher werewolves. Howl has a heavily stylized ink-on-parchment look, giving it an ethereal quality. The release date hasn't yet been announced, but we should see this hunting adventure sometimes in 2023. This all-ages adventure follows the journey of Loaf, a hero made of bread dough. 2.5D environments and combat system immediately bring Paper Mario to mind, so expect lots of quirky dialogue and QTA-based battles. Born of Bread has a humorous story and fully developed characters who learn from the consequences of their actions throughout the game. It's the debut title from Wild Art Studio and is published by Dear Villagers, who have brought up a ton of quality turn-based games in the past. Theseus Protocol is the first game from Starseeker Studio, and it looks like an anime sci-fi's latest spire. It's got some impressive visuals from the combat right down to the menus, with 3 playable characters and tons of cards to unlock through each run. Not only does Theseus Protocol have exciting card-based combat, but it also has a story to unravel via subsequent playthroughs. The events you find may not be in chronological order, so you have to find your way through Mark City several times to piece it all together. Theseus Protocol is expected to enter early access in Q1 of 2023.
They are horror made manifest. The indifferent Mord cut them down one by one.
This tactical RPG has some stunning visuals on the level of last year's King Arthur Knight's Tale. In Redemption Reapers, you'll command a small band of 5 heroes in a desperate battle against an otherworldly threat.
Long before Troden, and long before we joined the Ashen Hawks.
Each of the 5 characters brings unique skills to the battlefield, and mastering all of them will be essential to victory. You'll also be able to unleash combo attacks and deepen the bonds between the team between fights.
Let's make this one count!
I'll cut them down.
This dark fantasy epic is definitely one to watch out for when it arrives in February.
We can still buy the others more time.
Why are you doing this for us?
Let's do this.
Depth Drive is what you get when you mix the exploration of Battle Brothers with deck building combat in a post-apocalyptic world overrun by zombies. Armed with only the gear loaded into your trusty van, you'll set out to rebuild the world with unknown dangers around every turn. Not only will you need to manage your team's health and equipment, but also their sanity as the horrors of the new world weigh on them. We get the feeling this won't be the sort of game that you can finish on your first try. We'll find out when it launches. The release date is still to be announced, but hopefully we'll start our Depth Drive sometime this year. Whether or not you are a fan of manga, Captain Velvet Meteor promises an onslaught of engaging, over-the-top tactical battles. Ostensibly a crossover platform for popular Shonen Jump Plus properties, this game quickly proves to have way too much earth and soul to be just another cash grab. Taking the role of Damien, a young boy who's moved to Japan, you'll follow his journey to adapt to his new surroundings and his imaginary alter ego, Captain Velvet Meteor. He teams up with his favorite manga characters and ultimately learns to face his fears in the real world as well. This is certainly a game worth looking into when it releases, although no date has yet been announced. There's no adventure quite like blasting off into space to see what's out there. Breachway turns exploring the final frontier into a roguelike deck builder, but not in any way that's been done before. Instead of building a deck directly, your capabilities are determined by the parts and crew that you install on your ship. Breachway has a larger story with several factions at play. As you complete more runs, you'll be able to experience the narrative from different perspectives, ultimately putting together the full tale of a galactic conflict. It's listed as coming soon, and frankly, we can't wait. JRPGs, as a rule, are very long. While that's part of the draw for most players, there are plenty of gamers who would otherwise enjoy these epic tales but can't justify the time commitment. Light Fairy Tail aims to make itself accessible by releasing in episodes. Shorter, lower-cost parts of the overall narrative are released over time, giving players with busy schedules a chance to dive in. The third episode of Light Fairy Tail is coming in Q3 of this year, containing the story of Arrow and his companions. That means there's plenty of time to try the prologue and the first 2 chapters. This tactical RPG could be just the thing for players who have finished Tactics or Reborn. It features grid-based battles where range, cover and elevation are all of critical importance. The simple balance also has a deep narrative which has developed fantasy world. There's no release date yet, but that just gives you all the more reason to keep an eye on it. This video ends here. Let me know what you think about these games in the comments below. Remember to hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel and also consider supporting me through all my pages. Wish you the best. Ciao!